Guys, what is going on? It is great to be back up here, and I am back up here, of course, with my Clash of Champions 2017 preview and predictions video. As we all know, this Sunday, December 17th, airing live on the WWE Network from TD Gardens will be the SmackDown Live exclusive pay-per-view, the final WWE pay-per-view event of the year, Clash of Champions. Why it's not called Clash of the Champions, I will never know. We have to take out the word "the." But the minor nitpick aside, honestly, guys, if I didn't know that there was a pay-per-view this upcoming Sunday, somebody would have to remind me, because I almost forget that we have a pay-per-view coming up this Sunday. I just have no real buzz, anticipation, or excitement for this pay-per-view. I'm really only looking forward to 2 matches on this card. Honestly, I don't feel like we need to have a pay-per-view until the Royal Rumble. This pay-per-view to me just feels like it's unnecessary, and I feel like that's the way that WWE is treating it. Honestly, my interest in SmackDown has continued to decrease, which is a shame because of where it was at the beginning of the year compared to where we are at now, with, I think, Raw being the better of the 2 shows. Not that that's saying much, but I still think it's too much. 3 hours, then 2 hours, then a 3-hour pay-per-view. Like, to me, 3 hours of Raw, I'm kind of done after that. You know, I just got other things to do. If SmackDown's good, I'll catch it, but lately I just haven't even been watching, like I said. Usually I'm good with 3 hours of Raw, and that's enough for me. I don't need any more wrestling for the week from WWE. You throw in NXT, that's an hour, but that's different. So, yeah, my excitement level for this pay-per-view is probably at about maybe a 5 out of 10. Or as Bret Hart would say, 4 out of 10. So, yeah. Maybe that means that due to my, low expectations, this could exceed my expectations, this show. Maybe it'll come through. Have to wait and see. Always give it the benefit of the doubt. You can never say until it actually happens, but yeah. Honestly, if I didn't have to, I'll watch it so I could do a review for you guys. But if I didn't have to do a review, I probably wouldn't watch this show. Like I said, it almost feels like an episode of SmackDown. And looking at the card right here in front of me, we have a total of 7 matches announced for this show. So we'll start from the bottom and work our way to the top like we always do. We'll start with the pre-show. Boy, this one's exciting. Zack Ryder versus Mojo Rawley. They did the Mojo heel turn on Zack Ryder. The Hype Bros are no more. And it leads to a pre-show match. Boy, that's great. That's just great. Who's going to win? I would assume it would be Mojo. I mean, would you really have him lose his first match as a heel? But do you really care? I mean, honestly, it's on the pre-show. I don't watch the pre-show. 3 hours of a pay-per-view is plenty of time. I don't need to watch a 2-hour pre-show or a 1-hour pre-show. I'm good. So I'm predicting Mojo wins. Where he goes from there, honestly, I have no idea. We then have Harper and Rowan, or the Bludgeon Brothers, versus Breezango. Tyler Breeze and Fandango. I think it's fairly obvious who's going to win this one. Harper and Rowan. Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. Although we got rid of their first names, whatever. I always liked them as a team. I was disappointed that they never got the tag team championships back in 2014 when they were having outstanding matches with the Usos, who just so happened to be on SmackDown Live. And I'd like to see a showdown between those two teams, maybe at, hell, why not? Let's do it at the Royal Rumble. You want to build them up as the next challengers to the Usos? Harper and Rowan? Why not? So I think they will easily defeat Breezango here. We then have one of the matches of the 2 matches that I'm easily looking forward to. This Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships should be outstanding, considering who's involved. You have the Usos as the Tag Team Champs, Jimmy and Jay, versus the New Day, versus Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable, and Rusev and Aiden English, because as we all know, every day is Rusev Day. Every day, every single day of the year. So yeah, I think putting all 4 of these teams together, it's going to be a cluster. It's going to be crazy. This would be a great way to open the show. It might even be the best thing on the show, looking at this card. So yeah, who I think is going to win this match? I think the Usos will retain. I don't see Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable picking up the straps. Don't see the New Day either. They, I just don't see that happening. Maybe, possibly Rusev and Aiden English. I mean, they've kind of been gaining some traction as a team. I like the pairing. Like I said, Rusev, who really has not had a good year. I feel like maybe this team with him and Aiden English and the whole Rusev Day, maybe this could help him. At least it's giving him something to do. There's a positive to take out of that. But I still, in my heart, think that the Usos are going to retain. Like I said, I see an impending showdown between them and the Bludgeon Brothers, possibly at the Royal Rumble. I wouldn't be surprised. We then have Baron Corbin versus Bobby Roode versus Dolph Ziggler, with Baron Corbin's United States Championship on the line. Somebody ask me, or tell me, should I say, somebody tell me why Dolph Ziggler is in this match. So he loses, and I know wins and losses. According to a certain backstage guy who blocked me on Twitter, won't forget that, wins and losses, they don't matter. So just throw Dolph Ziggler in there, what the hell. Did we ever get an explanation? Now, I haven't been watching SmackDown in a while, so you guys will have to tell me. Why is Dolph Ziggler in this match? Just give me some, I don't care, like some logic, some continuity. Why is this a triple threat match? Shouldn't you have to earn it? Qualify for it? I guess not. I mean, Baron Corbin versus Bobby Roode, all right, they had some tension going between them, dating back to, what have you, the episode in London, or in Manchester, where AJ Styles won the championship. They were lumberjacks on the outside, and they started shoving each other and going at it, Bobby Roode and Baron Corbin. So I could see that, but I'm sure it'll be a good match, but why is it a triple threat? Just explain why. They didn't, so that's WWE for you. As far as who I think should win, I think Bobby Roode should. I'd like to see him as United States Champion. It would be glorious! And by the way, for the December 26th edition of SmackDown Live, WWE should have some fun with Bobby Roode's theme. Getting off topic here. And it dawned on me. The song Angels We Have Heard on High, you know that one? Glow. They should, for one night, have Bobby Roode come out to that song. Glorious! Come on, it would be funny in light of the Christmas season, so why not get into the spirit? But just wanted to throw that out there. But yeah, I predict that Bobby Roode will beat Baron Corbin, who honestly has been underwhelming as United States Champion. From the little that I've watched of SmackDown, he's champion, but I almost kind of forget it. Like, ever since he lost to John Cena and his Money in the Bank, it's just been like, whew. So there you go. Charlotte Flair versus Natalya in a lumberjack match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. I don't know what's going on with the SmackDown Women's scene. It's just kind of all over the place with the Riot Squad. And literally, Paige and her group in Absolution, they're doing the exact same thing. Maybe it'll all tie together in some big, grand conspiracy, one person being behind it, but I don't want to give WWE that much credit, because that would require logic, continuity, and a long-term storytelling. I don't know if they could do that, but we'll have to see. So, Charlotte versus Natalya, I don't see any reason for Charlotte to lose here. Who knows? Maybe Carmella will cash in and become the new SmackDown Women's Champion. I don't see that happening. I don't know when she's going to cash in, but, just for the sake of making this unpredictable, which is what this company desperately needs, some unpredictability, I'm going to predict that Charlotte will retain, and then Carmella will cash in and become the new SmackDown Women's Champion. I'm just throwing it out there because why not? That's what Vince does. Yeah, we're going to make this match for the #1 contendership, for the Universal Championship. Why? Because I said so, damn it! Thanks, Vince. Alright, we have our final two matches here. I'll go in the order of which I think that will happen. I don't think this show will be main evented by the WWE Championship. I think that'll be the tag team match, and we'll talk about that in a minute. We have AJ Styles defending his WWE Championship versus Jinder Mahal. I don't want to see Jinder get that title back. Have AJ hold it till WrestleMania. Nakamura Styles. It's practically that. Come on. It's There you go. You're almost there. You can do it, WWE. You can do it. That's the match that I would like to see. I want to see Jinder versus John Cena. That just, to me, that doesn't do anything for me. It's just, no thank you. So I'm predicting that AJ Styles will retain his WWE Championship. I just don't see, after the India Tour being over, I just don't see Jinder getting that title back. That's not to say that he couldn't, maybe go after the United States Championship. I'd be fine. I had no problem with that at all. But as far as him being WWE Champion, I've been there, done that, wasn't honestly that impressed. So, yeah, hopefully AJ retains in this match. Now, let's talk about what I think will be the main event of this show. The match that has the most build-up in it. It is a tag team match with Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, with Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan as the special guest referees. And the stipulation is, if Owens and Zayn lose, they will be fired from WWE. It is intriguing that we have two referees. It means it'll be a bit of a cluster. A lot of people are saying that Daniel Bryan will turn heel and cost Nakamura and Orton the match, and turn on Shane McMahon. They've been planting seeds. They've been building up to it. Do you think this leads to Daniel Bryan getting cleared to wrestle in WWE again? I don't see that happening. I just don't. I don't think they would. I think he's going to leave once his contract expires and then go wrestle on the independents. But as far as this goes, I could see him turning heel and aligning with Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, his longtime friends. So I'm predicting that Daniel Bryan will turn heel, cost Orton and Nakamura the match. Your winners are Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. And that's our pay-per-view. Like I said, I'll watch it. But if I didn't have to, honestly, I probably wouldn't. It just feels like, hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully it's a good show. It delivers. We get some good wrestling. But that remains to be seen. But that is it, guys, for this Clash of Champions 2017 preview and predictions video. Leave your comments down below for your predictions for the show. And before I close out here, I want to say that I got a couple announcements to make. I will be doing a live Clash of Champions 2017 review with my good friend, the Club of the Man 1993. Come join us at 11:15 p.m. for our live video review breaking down everything that took place on the pay-per-view. Then, of course, I cannot continue to stress this enough. December 19th, time still to be determined. It will be my WWE Year in Review Awards video, the third annual, with special guest BSP Wrestling Show, the Club of the Man 1993, and Robbie One Kenobi. Come join us. Grab some popcorn. It'll be a long video. We have 20 categories, and it'll be fun to break down WWE in 2017. There's been a lot of high points, a lot of low points, but it'll be great to get that discussion going. So that does it for this preview and predictions video. Thank you all for watching. Remember, please click that like and subscribe button for more video content coming soon to youtube.com/DanielGaza412. Be sure to check out my Twitter, @DanielGaza412, for all my latest tweets. And until then, guys, I will catch you in my next video, whenever that may be. So until then, thanks for watching.